Hey, what's up, YouTube? Black Feather Snipes back at you with another video. Today, I want to go over some of the plays in my account. So I'm going to head over to TradingView. And as you can see, this is one of the plays I was holding, PEPECOMMUNITY. Um, so as I said in the other video, I'm going to break down why I got into this play and how it's performing so far. So as you can see, I already had this coin charted out for a while now. I had all the resistance levels, and those resistance levels are price targets based on the pivot points of where they were at in the past. So as you can see, this was, let's see the date on this, back on January 6th of this year. That's when I got in. That's when I first bought this coin. And the reason I got it is, as you can see, it was just going down all the way from, October 21st of last year. It would go up and go down, but making lower lows and lower highs. And as you can see, that finally, and then it started a micro trend for about from December 11th to January 6th. So for about a month. As you can see that with this red line, it was following that uh, structure. So when it first broke out above that, that's when I bought it. This big green candle here, because you can see it closed above this level. So that gave me a hint that maybe the downtrend was over. So I broke that, and it didn't really do much. It just pretty much stayed the same, and I was holding it this whole entire time. Did a little something that day, didn't hit a price target, so I didn't sell any. And then it started to slowly tick up back in February 23rd of this year. So you can see you could have bought the breakout here too, because you can see I got in really early back here, but you could have got in on the breakout over here. So let me just show you guys on the chart. Uh, you could have got in, right, right there. That would have been a good breakout for you. And the reason for that is just, as you can see, it was pretty much price was trading in this zone. This is about the zone it was trading in from January 14th all the way to February 29th. So really, you probably would have got in right there. You would have bought that green candle. Because price was trading in this zone. This is an outlier, so we don't really look at that. And it also still stayed in the zone because it closed above it, and then the very next candle closed right back in that zone. So that was just letting you know that nothing was really going on. If that next candle would have been another green candle or above that zone, that could have been a potential breakout. But since the very next day, because these are daily candles, it closed back in that zone, that was telling you, it was a fake out. Um, but this you would have known this was a breakout because it closed above it, and that next candle was another green candle, and that was letting you know this could be a potential breakout. So you could have bought this candle or that candle for the breakout. And as you can see, it ran hot up here. The RSI got really hot. It got to about 83.4, and overbought level was 70. And that's why I sold some of my position, 10 to 20% of my, I think it was 20% of my position, um, right here at this red candle. Literally, you can see I pretty much timed the top. As you can see, the second arrow that's appearing right here, I got out right there at that 0.003 level. That's when I got out. Um, and the reason, because like I said, it shot past a resistance point, which is a profit target, and then the RSI was really hot, so that's why I sold 20%. And why is that a price target? Well, you can see it basically touched here, it touched here, and then it touched here. So that was letting you know that was a strong position for sellers to try and take momentum. Thus, that would be a good target to sell some of your position because you know sellers like to gain control right there. Um, and then this would have been the next level because here's another pivot point where it went really red after it touched that level. Look at that big red candle, and then two other red candles after that. After it touched that, so that would have been my next price target, and that's why you got to have a limit order. As you can see, it didn't quite hit it, but that's why you will want to have a limit order right there for that. So if it does touch it, you could have sold some of your shares, um, or part of your size that you had in this coin. Um, because it just wicked up, it closed right back down here. Um, but yeah, guys, that's why I got into this play. It's starting to retrace a little bit, but as you can see, which was what was recently resistance, as you can see, touched here, touched here, touched here, and now that's going to be support because it closed above it, closed another green candle, and now it came right back down, but it closed above that line, and it looked like it wants to respect that as a support. So that's why I'm still holding 80% of my shares. And as you can see, from where I got in at, I'm up at the very high. I was up 113%, and as of right now, I'm up about 70%. I sold some of it, or 20%, when I was up 92%. Um, so once again, guys, a lot of opportunity in crypto right now going into the bull season. You're going to find a lot of opportunity. This is the time to make a lot of wealth. If you get into the right place and if you're following a strategy. um, Once again, the strategy for me is, once the MACD crosses over, I set out my price targets, um, waiting for the breakout of a zone, and then that's when I get in and sell it on high RSI or when it hits price target. So that's it for this video, guys. I'll get back at you later. Stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.